there. Tonight we have a really amazing block. I'm very excited about it. It is our second block of shorts. Tonight we have Thick as Thieves. Who's here from that? Zeto. Go Crazy with Crazy. Dogmate. Like holy wine. I'm sure the ones that I and Tati's fashion show. Alright, and afterwards I'll invite the filmmakers, directors, anyone who wants to represent the films to come on down and we'll do a quick Q&A. And I will turn it over to you guys. You can ask questions and have a really good time. Where can we see it next? I actually want to pass the mic back down, so we'll start with you guys. Tell us where the journey of this is, and are you doing the circuits, or where we can find it, if there's an Instagram, YouTube page?
You can find us at Whole Picture Films. That's our Instagram tag, website. Check us out. We do a lot. We move fast. Great.
Don't mind us. It's our first time here.
No.
We're a little bit nervous, okay? Promise you, we're good. All right? We're good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, we appreciate it.
Of course.
This is my premiere. I actually just finished the film 3 weeks ago. And so it's been a very fast turnaround. I sort of just like threw the submission out as like let's just see what happens. It would be nice to come home to New York and visit, and I am shocked because 2 weeks later here I am. So the next up is Pasadena International, and then I'm waiting on a whole bunch of submissions and hope it has a nice little run.
Yeah. Great.
Same here, getting it out there to the festival circuit and waiting to hear.
And also, you can follow us at Go Crazy with Crazy Film on Instagram.
Great. Thank you.
So we're just doing a short little festival round here, just a few festivals in the tri-state area, so Tati can travel to them.
Yeah.
But really, with the project, see, this was my sort of passion giving project for Tati, and it was all about her. But my project is, I'm actually making a documentary about the making of this while tracking Tati's health and her family life.
Amazing.
So I'm really sorry you guys can't meet her, but so for the last year and a half, including, I have a friend here including the festival experience. That's why I'm so bummed that she's not here, missing all this love. So that I've captured about a year and a half worth of footage. God bless the editor that I'm looking to hire, 1,000 hours to kind of. It's a long journey at Doc, so it's my first documentary, and so that's really what my labor of love during my off time that I do.
Great.
About the creation of that. From costume design, from literally where she places which flower, to her wig. We have our hair and makeup person here, Daisy, and different friends and members. So every little detail that came out of her mind while also tracking, and they're a family that lives in Brownsville, and they're public assistants, and it's a single mom to 4 girls. So if you get to see what's behind all that, it's pretty special. So that's my work on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this is the second festival Thick as Thieves has played. We premiered at the Portland Comedy Festival late last year. We're off to Sonoma next month. And
wine country.
Yeah, going to wine country, which kind of makes sense for us. And
You guys are based in LA, yeah?
We're also based in LA. We shot it out there with our people. So yeah, we're waiting to hear back on a lot of things and keeping it private until we can play more festivals and bring more people out.
Okay, great.
Thank you. We have like a non-exclusive distribution contract. We've been playing at a few other festivals prior to this one in Los Angeles, and that's where we picked up a few of the awards. Cadden Jones, she was our lovely actress.
Hey, yeah.
She's in the middle there. She's won a few supporting actress awards for this because she was phenomenal. And right next to her is Ken Jennings. I wanted to say thank you to both. He was our lovely husband that owned the dog.
Is there?
Which one? But the dog is not here. He's actually on the tour of Hamilton right now. He is King George's dog right now. Really? That's yeah. Aaron is playing King George on the tour.
Very funny. All right, I'm going to open it up to the audience. If you guys have any questions for any of the filmmakers or any of the films today. There's always a quiet moment until someone can think of something. No questions? Okay, good.
For dog name, was it really hard to get the dog to do what you wanted?
No, weirdly, it's a magical dog that does whatever you say. I think I put it on like Facebook, like, anyone have a dog that might be well behaved? I have a dog, but I was like, I guess we could just like trick my dog into doing stuff. We bought some treats, and Aaron, who works all the time as an actor, is like, here's my dog's resume, and he's a headshot. He's done like several commercials. I was like, you booked it. But it would just stay wherever we told it to stay. It was amazing.
You know, rigorous casting process.
Yeah.
All right, great. Who else? I saw a couple of hands. Go ahead, right there.
So I would love to know about the camera work. Like,
For which film?
For Holy Line?
Oh, thanks. It was really complicated actually because we were shooting 360 in this loft, and my DP, as I said, is one of my dance teachers, and so he was running the steady for all the dance stuff, obviously, and we had to choreograph all of his moves really, really carefully in several different passes. So like this pass he comes this way, this pass he comes this way, this pass he's shoot coming in, and it was great because he's a dancer himself, and so we were able to really work so hard to make sure that we got the whole dance in a lot of different passes and a lot of different lenses. It took a really long time, and I got really hurt, and it was a very, very, very hard shoot.
You got very hurt. What happened? Did it take you out of shooting?
No, I powered through because dancers never stop. The first thing that happened was I fell into the platform, straight down, and hurt this leg really badly. And then that was the day before, and it didn't show up on my leg amazingly until the next day. But then on the pass, when I slide on the blanket, I had nailed it in rehearsal for like a month, and it was like not a big deal. And Melissa Shady, my choreographer, was like, "You keep nailing that, it's so weird." And then I was like up on the platform, and for the first time I was like, is it 2 steps or is it 3 steps? Is it 4 steps? What foot goes first? And I just missed it, and I slid across the floor the whole way, dragging the leg. And my producer, who's also my dance instructor, came up to me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know if I'm okay." And she's like, "Well, you have to go again." I was like, ugh! So then I did it again. I did it again, because I had the same thing. I was like, is it 2 steps or 3 steps? I don't remember what to do. And so my whole leg was completely, took all the skin off. But I nailed it on the 3rd try, and that's the one that you see. So.
Nice. Great. Harold, all right, and that's go ahead.
Hi, for Crazy with Crazy, what was your production process like? How long did you shoot the project?
So we shot the project in 2 days with a single camera
Wow.
in a very tight hotel room in the Lower East Side. And we had prepped for it. We had done rehearsals with, where's Jimmy, our lead actor, right there. We worked really, really hard. Jimmy and Justin did a really great job with just preparing for the scene, and we really choreographed like how we were going to shoot this with one camera in a tight hotel room.
Yeah.
So we did like maybe five or so rehearsals, and then we just went for it.
Yeah.
It was just natural light? Was it just that light?
We used one single light that was overhead because we were a micro budget. So, but we made it work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, terrific. Who else? Go ahead in the back there.
Yeah, for the writers and directors of Vito, I wanted to ask you about your collaborative writing effort in terms of the powerful performances both actors and actor had. What was the inspiration in terms of where does it come from, your writing collaborative?
Good question.
That's a good question. Yeah, we co-write, and it's great. Everything we write is 50-50. We'll often toss ideas, or a lot of ideas comes out of this guy's head, and then I formulate it, and then he adjusts it, and it's just really a back and forth.
How long did it take you to write?
Honestly, we wrote this as like a 24-hour challenge to ourselves. So we kind of pumped it out in one night, and then like a lot of things, we let it sit for a few months and came back and improved on it. And yeah, we power through and then we come back and we're fine. That's kind of our method.
Well, she's been my bit. She's the one that wrote the piece. Yeah, like basically I challenged her to write the piece, and she did an exceptional job because, as you can see, the female actor was the one that was so powerful. You know what I mean? And she did an incredible job, and all I did was looked it over. And okay, that's fine. That's all I did. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, she did an incredible job. That was basically all her.
He's being a little modest too. Sounds like you guys have a great working relationship and you're able to kind of feed off of each other. Good. And who else? I thought I saw a couple of there. Way in the back.
I got a question for Thick as Thieves. How much improvisation did you allow the actors to do in the shooting?
Well, we kind of found a lot of humor on the set, especially sort of, I think we had a lot of the beats of each sort of moment of her taking something sort of throughout, and then a lot of comedy of it plays on Luke's face a lot, especially towards the beginning, and like that's the kind of thing that we figured out in the moment a lot more of the time, and the way that we played off everybody else in the room, and a lot of the stuff that the other people, the hosts at the party are saying is all improv, and just sort of this guy trying to make us laugh, and I don't know, what was your experience with that?
Well, I mean, I don't really, there's not a lot of moments that stand out of like, oh, let's throw this line in there because we had the incredible ability to do a table read before we even shot the thing, which is actually, I feel like in my experience, pretty rare. Like, a lot of times it's just, you get the material, you go up and shoot it, and then that's that. But we were having so much fun kind of in that drafting process, the table reader, getting to know these people, that it felt like, you know, we only had two days to shoot it. We felt like we knew what we were doing when we got there. And then the rest of it from Sam's like awesome, just technical direction to play this bit a little softer, very musical direction from him. That was the more improvisational tone I think you might be feeling. Good question, thank you.
Yeah. Terrific. Go ahead. In the front here.
Yeah, Tatiana, how do you approach, I mean, what's a little bit of the process of approaching a child for an original idea, and how do you follow through with that as a filmmaker? What's that collaboration like?
Great question.
One of the most rewarding processes of my life. Angel Light has a worksheet because they work with kids between the ages of 5 and 18, and it's really basic. When it starts off, what's your favorite smell? What's your favorite color? If you could go anywhere in the world, what's your favorite movie? And her favorite movie was Black Panther and Adia's Halloween, you know? Then slowly as we found out that she loves acting, and she loves dancing, and she loves modeling, and she loves fashion. So through almost a process of elimination, well, okay, we're getting there, and this is all captured in the documentary. Would you rather have a dance show, or would you rather have a fashion show? She's like, I think I want a model. You know, and then what are your colors based on, she loves purple and pink. You notice at the end, when she comes back out at the end, it's purple and pink. That final outfit she completely designed. Now, of course, I brought in like professional designers and called in favors, and everyone when they hear the story, everyone's like on board. So getting like full professional filmmakers and professional designers and professional everything to give her that full experience. And while she's in and out of the hospital and she couldn't go to school, it's like the one thing she was in charge of. And so, you know, it was just like tremendous and so like thrilling. And like, I found my job as a filmmaker was kind of like almost to protect her imagination, because designers, everybody has ideas, and that's what you're supposed to come to when you're coming and collaborating. So like, well, don't you think the bow would look better here? And she's like, no, I like it, but if we make it bigger, and I'd be like, I don't care if the bow looks like dog doo-doo. It's what she wants. It's her thing that gets to go up there, and that's her. So it was really, but also like the imagination is so simple and pure, but really strong opinions. I mean, I had a great collaborative filmmaker in April when we made this. She was very clear on what she wanted and what we didn't want. The hardest thing to do was, and I enjoyed this, the four girls, one of them's her sister and her two friends. They're not actors. They've never been acted before. They're very comfortable in front of the camera, though. So the hardest thing to do with non-actors is explain continuity. They did not want to do it the same way twice. They did not, I had to like negotiate, get on the ground. I was like, okay, if you give me one more, like, you know, that would probably be, you wouldn't think of that. It was the most challenging thing on set, was having to sort of explain and understand. So really, that's why I got 3 cameras to multiply do it, so we wouldn't have to go that many times.
Great,
Thanks, Mike.
great. All right, well, one more question here, go ahead.
There's 2 or 3 writers who are also in their own piece, and I'm just interested to hear about like releasing those reins to the director, or if changes would be made on set, what that process was like for writer-actors.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty, it was like a very nice set where I feel like people made suggestions and most often we took them. We had done a table read as well, which is a luxury, it doesn't happen all the time. And so we had made some adjustments then, and then most of the cast was available for the shoot we ended up going with, so we stuck with those changes. But yeah, it was a nice collaborative thing, and it's nice and important. Any hat you don't have to wear in an indie film process, you're like, thank you for other people to be there. So I was happy to hand over the reins.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to answer that?
Yeah, so after circles with close friends, taking a look at it, and when we got in the room, Anna was really helpful about like cutting the darlings and like getting rid of the things that like weren't working and like paring down like a 1.5-page scene to like 3 text messages at the beginning. So it was really helpful to have you on board for that.
Well, I wrote and directed mine, and it was not easy. I wrote and directed and was in my first short, and then I skipped 2 that I just directed and wasn't in, and then I came back to this, and it was, I don't know that I'd do it again. It was a lot.
Too many hands to
It's a lot, it's a lot. I was lucky that I had collaborators on set who had eyes. I didn't have time to watch any playback, so it was all like total trust and my producer, my choreographer to like watch what was happening and make sure that we were getting what we needed. I mean, I had a lot of people, you know, take a look at it and read it, but it was only in the editing process that I was able to really like pull out the things that were not working, redundant, that I was married to, that I really wanted. There was a big line at the end that I really was like, everybody kept saying, she can't say anything at the end. And I was like, no, she has to say the thing. And then I was like, no, the dance is the thing. So like, you know, I'm never gonna tell you.
Great, great. Well, let's take one more question. All right, let's give one more round of applause. Great. All right, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And have a really good night.
I know!